live. Welcome back.
Hey guys, this is Prince from Ledger CS,
And this is Dan from Ledger CS.
and we are here for 1 hour of 1 hour of session to help you out, guys, with all your questions. And if you have any issues which you're facing with your Ledger device, then you can just drop your questions in the chat, and me and Dan will pick it up one by one and answer them live.
And make sure that you drop a yes in the chat if you can hear us properly, so we show that there is no issue with the video and the sound as well, and then we'll start.
So first question is from Planet Pokewood. He's asking, hello me again, how do we get xPub addresses for Litecoin and Bitcoin from your Ledger device?
Yep, so it's very easy. We can show you basically Litecoin, right?
Mm-hmm.
So you would go into the account section here, and then you would type Litecoin. And you can see I've got two accounts here. I will select my first account, right click, edit account, advanced, and here's my xPub. And then you can copy it and then use it for whatever you want. And each account has their own xPub as well. So this account xPub will be different from the previous one. And that's it. You can do the same thing on Bitcoin as well. Every account type that supports xPubs works the same.
Yeah, and it's completely okay to share the xPub if you want sharing it for tax purposes, but it does not expose your private keys in any way, basically.
Thank you guys for the feedback.
Mm-hmm.
Video is good and sound is good.
Perfect. Then. Next question is from Miss1985J. Is asking, someone sent me some weird coins, and that's value 0.02 in my wallet. I want to ask, is that safe? In Ledger Live has been downloaded to device. Where could be this coming from? Is it some kind of malware?
Okay, so what if, so is it safe to receive like some dust?
Yeah, basically it's like a scamming attempt, and completely safe to receive these tokens in your account because your addresses are public and anyone can send any tokens or any NFTs to you. The only thing you can do is just keep the free money and do not interact with any links that you might have received in the transaction history. And just do not interact with any fake links that is going to redirect you to different website, fake app website, and then try to ask you for your 24-word seed phrase. So never enter your 24-word seed phrase online, only enter it on the device, and that's the only place it goes.
Yeah, and make sure when you send a transaction not to grab the address from the transaction history, because that's what scammers will expect when they dust your account. They want their address in your transaction history, so you need to make sure to use the send and receive buttons to interact with your account. Don't go into that transaction history and copy paste addresses. That's a little risky.
Next is Mandeep is asking, I didn't add Near account in Ledger Live mobile app last 7 days. I don't know where is my Near coins. Please help me.
Okay, so we've got good news for you. There was an update actually today that fixed this issue. So that was an issue on mobile that's been going on for a long time. A long time. So this issue is solved on desktop, by the way. If you have the latest version of Ledger Live Desktop, you're not affected by this issue. But the issue was continuing on mobile. But with the update that we just released this morning, this issue is gone. And so the update version is 3.42. 3.42. Yeah, I think so. So basically, Mandeep, you can go on the Play Store or the App Store, depending on if you use Android or iOS, and download the latest version of Ledger Live, and you should be good to go.
Yeah, 3.42.
3.42. Okay, so that's the version that you want.
Perfect. Next question is BT replying to Planet. So thanks BT for tuning in. Next is, there are so many questions. Roberto is asking, I need to update my Nano S in order to transfer it to my Ledger, but it says I need an update. However, it can't update because it's at capacity. What can I do so that I can put it with my Nano X?
I need to update my Nano S in order to transfer it to my Ledger. Basically, I need an update. I can't update because it's at capacity. I can't update an old Nano S potentially, but
usually
capacity shouldn't be an issue.
Yeah, it's possible that your device is not getting connected correctly to the app, and then you're not able to update the firmware if you're trying to update the firmware. But if it's too old of a firmware also, then it's also possible that you might not be able to update it with the latest version. In that case, you can try to connect it with your Ledger Live mobile app on Android if you have Android, and then you can update the firmware using the mobile app.
Yeah.
Or you'll need to use an older version of Ledger Live. And if you're getting any error message, Roberto, then I think it's better to open a support ticket and you can drop the case number here so that we can pick it up in the end.
And to answer your question regarding a Nano X as well, if you have a Nano X device with you and your Nano S, you can simply take your recovery phrase, right, the 24 word that your Nano S gave you back in the days, and then you can type this recovery phrase into your Nano X, so you can restore your private keys into your Nano X, and then you can keep using the same accounts in Ledger Live, but with the new device. Maybe we can share some documentation actually. Cool, thanks. So there is documentation here on the Help Center that explains how to restore private keys into a new device. You can keep the Nano S as a backup device. That's good practice. What I can think of maybe the issue you're getting is just with an app, not a firmware update, but you're trying to update an app, but since the Nano S has very small capacity, then you're not able to add the new version of the app because that would go over the storage. So in this case, you can just reduce the number of apps that are on your device, maybe uninstall a couple apps. Try that.
Yeah, and if you're looking to upgrade to a Nano S Plus or a Nano X, then reach out to our team, and then we might be able to hook you up with some promo codes that you can use. And
Yeah, absolutely. Just open a ticket with us. So you can go to support.ledger.com, and on the website, just click the Contact Us button here, open a ticket, and if you need an upgrade, if you want to upgrade from Nano S to a newer device, just tell us you want an upgrade and we'll fix your discount code.
Okay. Linwood is, I think, on a call and we'll catch the replay. So thank you, Linwood, for tuning in future. Next is Lee is try to send XRP to Coinbase. Ledger couldn't do it until I put in a tag. I had a tag from Coinbase, but nowhere on Ledger page to enter it. Maybe you can show it how to enter the memo tag.
Yeah, so Lee, it depends if you're on mobile or desktop. I'll show you the desktop version, but the mobile version is a little tricky. Maybe that's why you're getting the issue. But okay, so on desktop, here's my XRP account. I'll just grab a random address. Okay, send here, and the tag is here, right? So that would be the tag from Coinbase. And then you create your transaction, that's it. Now, the issue is on mobile, it's not as clear.
It's just hidden, I guess.
It's very hidden. And so if you can actually give me 5 minutes, I'm gonna prepare that and Prince will continue answer the question and we'll get back to you.
Okay, so yeah, for Mandeep is asking the same question. So Mandeep, just try to update your app to 3.42, and both on Android and if you're on iOS, and then you'll be able to add your near accounts again and you will not face any error. Loki is asking, hi, hope that you're well. Since latest iOS update, one of my NFTs on ETH is no longer showing in Ledger Live. It's still there, it's just not showing. So I guess the new iOS update, which we have released, is now filtering the scam NFTs automatically. And so it is possible that your NFT might be hidden due to that reason. Loki, to do one thing, you can just reach out to our team and just provide us with your address, your Ethereum address, and then we can check it for you, and then we can get back. And if there's an issue, we can just fix it on Ledger Live, and then you'll be able to see your NFTs in your account. Okay.
Sorry, I'm still dealing with the XRP issue. I'm almost there, Lee.
Yep. Next is Hassan Dubaiwala is saying, I'm worried about when will the Ledger stacks come to Dubai. We need it. We need to keep our funds safe. I have kept my funds in an exchange and it's not worth the risk. You help me and make possible in Dubai. So Hassan, for now you can, we don't have any ETA for exact shipping for stacks for now. So you can still secure your tokens using your Ledger Nano X or Nano S Plus. And once the shipping starts for stacks, you can just restore the stacks with the same 24 words that you got from your Nano X or Nano S Plus. This way you can manage all your funds and secure it even before getting a stacks for now. And once the stacks is going to be released, you'll definitely get comms on our social channels. So keep an eye out on that.
Okay, so I'm ready to answer. That was Lee's question. Okay, so Lee, I'm in mobile, Ledger Live mobile here. You can see it. Oh, sorry. So I'm on the first step of sending, step 2 out of 5, sorry. I just pasted a random address. It's asking me how many XRP I want to send, so I'll just put 2 XRP. Continue. And here there's an edit button. It's opposite a tag line, right? So it says tag optional edit. You just press edit here, and then it will give you the option to enter a tag. And so this is what the tag from Coinbase should go. And so I'm just gonna type 1234 here, 1234. Validate the tag, and you can see the tag has appeared now on that line. And then you create the transaction and you validate with your device, and that's it. So it's a little hidden, but it's there.
Yeah. Next is Loki and BT are giving their shout out. So thank you guys for giving us the clear on our video and the audio. Next is David. How do you install more than 100 private keys for different coins in 2 MB space when you have to install apps for all of them? Isn't this false information?
No, I don't think so. So the app is here to create accounts. But you don't need, if you want to create 1,000 accounts, you don't need to install the app 1,000 times. So you just need one app, and then with that one app, you can create as many accounts as you want. Now, granted, like LedgerLive will stop you from creating new accounts if you create too many empty accounts. But if you want to overcome that restriction, you can use a third-party wallet, like, for example, Metamask or Rabby, or any of those wallets. They will let you create as many accounts as you want, or XRP Toolkit, for example. But yeah, so you don't need to install 1,000 apps. Just one app for each type of crypto is enough. And if you have an NOS Plus or an NOx, it's very likely that you will have plenty of capacity to install all the apps that you need to manage your crypto. I've got probably like 20, 25 apps installed on my own device. I don't know you.
Yeah, and then the space for each app is like in KBs, so it's not that big of an app. And some apps are dependent on like a standalone app. For example, like Bitcoin is the main app, and there are many apps that are dependent on that one. So yeah, like basically you can store over multiple crypto keys with your Ledger device. It's just that one app will create as many addresses that you create. It will create private keys and public keys for each particular address.
Mm-hmm. And so Lee is saying he was on a laptop, and so Lee, I don't know if you caught what we said at the beginning, but the field to type the tag is you go into LedgerLive, right? Accounts, send XRP, so blah 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 blah, ours address, so address here, and then the tag is just here. So you type your tag, and then you continue and you sign the transaction, and that's it.
Next is Louis is asking, may I ask, is Ledger Wallet going to become illegal in Europe?
Oh, no, it will not become illegal. I think there's been a lot of FUD around that law, right, that was passed in the EU. But that law never said that it was illegal to use a device or a hardware wallet or anything like that. The law was just putting some obligations on the exchanges. So it's important to understand that those kind of laws, they target exchanges like Coinbase and Binance and Kraken and so on and so forth, right? And they target exchanges because exchanges will manage your wallets for you, right? They own your private keys. And so as a result, they have access to all your transactions and they know what you're doing with your wallet. So they are able to control activity to and from their wallets and to do KYC. But our business model gives you the power to create your own accounts, and we don't have visibility on what you're doing, right? When you create an account in LedgerLive, you're the only person that knows about this account. We don't have visibility on your accounts in LedgerLive. As a result, we cannot activate KYC. We cannot implement KYC with the technology that we're providing. So that's very important to understand. Okay, LedgerLive is not an exchange. It's a tool for creating your own wallet. And Ledger, once you've created your wallet, Ledger doesn't have visibility on your wallet. Okay, so hope that answers the question. But yeah, there was a lot of misinformation about this thing.
Next is Matteo is asking, if I stake some coin, for example Solana, if I want to redeem my rewards, how can I do that? So Mateo, basically, the reward system works in Solana is that your rewards are added automatically to the accumulated balance. So you don't have to claim them manually every time you have a reward. It's just that your delegated balance will keep on increasing. Of course, Ledger Live will not show you the reward, the transactions for all the rewards that you are accumulating over a period of time. But you can use Explorer like Solana Beach, and then you can get the rewards which you are looking
And
for.
so, guys, before we continue, just we're gonna reset the room real quick. This is Dan and Pringe. We are from Ledger Support, and we're here for another 30 minutes. So as long as you guys have questions, to help you with your questions. So Federico, for example, we can see your questions, but there are people that ask the questions before you. So first we'll answer their questions, and once we get to your question, we'll answer yours. So yeah, and that's the purpose of those AMAs. We answer every single question that comes, provided we have enough time to do it. But so just be patient. We'll get to your question eventually.
Loki is saying that continued from above, the NFT is not showing in hidden NFTs as well. So I think there is no more hidden NFTs section because now the app will automatically filter the scam NFTs. So again, Loki, you can just do one thing, just reach out to us, go to our website, support.ledger.com, open a support ticket with the contact us button, and then just provide your Ethereum address and your Ledger Live logs so that we can reproduce this on our side and see what's the issue and why are you not able to see your NFTs in your Ledger Ethereum account. And in the meantime, you can also go to Discover tab, and there is a dApp called Zerion, and that should be showing the NFT in your particular address. So you can try seeing it from there. Again, there's a question from Seth. He's asking, since EU is banning private wallets, does this affect you guys negatively in any way because you are in Europe?
So we just answered this question. The EU is not banning private wallets, right? Again, so there was a lot of FUD and misinformation on this topic on social media. Unsurprisingly, on Twitter, people love misinterpreting news. The purpose of this law is not to ban private transactions or hardware wallets or anything like that. So you don't have to worry, you're not impacted as a Ledger user. Again, this law was just here to sort of reiterate some existing obligations on exchanges, right? So it doesn't affect Ledger, it doesn't affect you as a Ledger user. So you don't have anything to worry about, just continue using a Ledger as before. There's not gonna be KYC on the Ledger, and using a Ledger to send crypto to an exchange, withdraw crypto from an exchange, sending between different hardware wallets is still legal, and yes, I expect that it will continue to be illegal for all time.
For a long time.
Yes.
Yes, I think I've missed Federico's question. There was multiple questions from David. So yeah, Federico, you can manage your UTXOs in Ledger Live, and then you can use the coin control feature in Ledger Live to manage them. I am linking the Help Center article that is going to explain you all the steps to manage your UTXOs with your Ledger Live app.
Yeah, I can show you real quick as well, Federico, since you've been patiently waiting for an answer. So let's say you want to manage UTXOs in this account here, Bitcoin Taproot. So I'm gonna grab an address. Okay, so let's pretend I want to send to this address. I'm gonna click send, up, continue. Here I want to select advanced, and here I want to select coin control. Okay, so in my case, I only have one UTXO here, but your account might have multiple UTXOs, and then so you just select, you literally click the little tick box here for the UTXO that you want to spend. Once you've done your selection, you click done, you assign the transaction on your device, and that's it. And so your device will only spend those UTXOs. That's it. Very easy. And the Pringe linked an article as well. And sorry we missed your question, by the way.
Yep. Next is Lee is saying it was on laptop. So yeah, Lee, as we showed you, you can find the tag over there. Then Do is asking, please add Nexa support. I guess maybe it's a token. But there are a few tokens with the same ticker. So if you could actually link the coin market cap or CoinGecko link of a particular token, so then we can add it or maybe escalate it to our dev team and see if it's possible to support this chain.
Nexa, never heard of this coin.
Well, there are 3 coins name Nexus. I don't know.
Oh wow. So what's his name? Tang. Okay. So Tang, if you could tell us like which Nexa wallets you which assets you're talking about, right? There's Nexa, this one,
I guess that's the first one.
Nexalt.
I guess it's could be the first one.
Yeah. Is it this? Is that what you're talking about, Tang?
Yeah, it's a mainnet chain. So yeah, for that to be supported by Ledger, the Nexa team has to submit an app to our dev team via our developer portal. So if you know anyone from the dev team, you can ask them to reach out to us and just submit the request via our developer portal that I'm going to link. And then maybe in future we can be supporting this chain in Ledger or with a Ledger device.
Okay.
Next is Raj Kumar is saying, why are you not adding AAL new coin and Solana based coin in Ledger?
So I agree with the Solana. So AAL. I'm not familiar with this asset. There's so many of them. Solana tokens. Like I agree, that's something that we desperately need in Ledger Live. Good news is the developers they know, and so it's definitely on the roadmap to add SLP tokens to Solana accounts, because right now you need to use a third-party wallet connected to your Ledger device, which is not great. Ideally, you would want everything into the same interface.
Okay, next question is from Mateo. Is asking, thank you. Is it the same with all coins like Cosmos? Is it added automatically? So no, it's every chain has a different protocol for getting the rewards. So you need to go through the documentation for each and every token that you want to stake with your Ledger device. So and we do have it.
Yeah.
I don't remember the stake here.
Staking. Oh, it's on the homepage. I got it.
Yeah.
It's here.
Staking your crypto. Okay.
And there is a tutorial on Cosmos here.
Yeah, but you can just like check out all the different listing in your link, and you can just see whichever you want to stake. And each we have information regarding rewards and how much you need to lock and minimum and maximum tokens that is required to stake. And so all this information you will find it there.
Mm-hmm. Atom staking is really easy. It's
Yep.
really friendly to beginner because you can start with a very minimal amount.
Mm-hmm. But you need to claim your rewards. If the question
Yeah.
is, you need to manually claim your rewards once they are accumulated in your Ledger account.
It will look something like this, Matteo.
Mm.
Like, this is an account that's staking. You can see I'm staking with Ledger, but you will have the choice to select your validator. And then the rewards will show here, and then you can claim the rewards via a transaction here. And then you can select, when you stake for the first time, you can select if you want to compound the rewards, or if the rewards should be in a separate bucket. I would suggest that you compound the rewards. You'll stake faster, I guess.
Next is Myron is asking, in Ledger Live, when I can transaction, the hyperlink is not working for the Explorer, and in the help section the links aren't connecting to the internet, but able to update the software and not live. Okay, that's a little bit difficult to understand.
Hyperlink is not working for the Explorer. And in the help section, the links aren't connected to the internet, but able to update the software and not live. Yeah, I don't really understand what's going on. So, Myron, could you please try to rephrase the question a bit? Maybe like if there is multiple issues, like tell us one issue at a time so we know where to start.
Mm-hmm.
And also what you're trying to do. Like, are you trying to send coins? Are you trying to add an account? Are you trying to update Ledger Live? Because all different actions will have different troubleshooting steps. So yeah, just tell us more.
Next is Ayub is asking, hello, how can I swap Solana to USDT Tether inside Ledger Nano S without any issue?
I'll show you. So there is a swap section here. You'll be using Ledger Live with your Ledger device, right? You go into swap, and you said Solana to USDT. Okay. So here you would select Solana, and here you would select USDT. And then there is different versions of USDT. I guess there is USDT on Ethereum, USDT on Tron, I guess.
I don't think so.
Yeah, it's just on Ethereum, right? On Binance. Okay, so there's two options: Binance Smart Chain or Ethereum.
Yeah.
So you can choose where you want to receive your USDT. Make sure you have the corresponding account, okay? And you select Binance Smart Chain might be a better option right now just because it's cheaper. And then you put the amount and then you do the transaction. That's all.
Yeah, just make sure to not select floating rate because the fees can shoot up and then you might pay more. So yeah, just keep an eye out on that.
Yeah, so no floating rate. What's the
Fixed.
other rate? Fixed rate.
Fixed
yeah.
rate. Next is Steven is asking, if I got ETH on Base, will it go to my ETH account if I don't have Base? So you can add Base account, like Dan has already a Base account in Ledger Live, and then you can create a Base account and then send your tokens to this account on Base network. So make sure, Steven, you're sending it via Base network and not your Ethereum network. So then your tokens will be displayed like this in Ledger Live.
And Steven, the ETH will go to, when you withdraw the coins from the exchange, right? The exchange will ask you for your address, but it will also ask you for the network. And so that's where you provide the network. So you'll say, hey, I want ETH at this address on this network. If you select the wrong network, like for example, you select Ethereum instead of Base, then the coins will go to your Ethereum account instead. So don't panic. The ETH will not be lost, but they will be on the wrong network. And then you can bridge it or you can send it back to Binance and then do a new withdrawal.
Yeah, and just make sure to send a small test amount, and then once your test amount reflects correctly, then you can send all your tokens so you don't lose any. Okay. Next is Jimmy C. Jim C is asking, any news on Stacks? Yeah.
We just sent an email update to everybody that pre-ordered, so go check your email inbox.
Exactly. Next is, who's next?
That would be Matteo saying thank you.
Welcome, Matteo. Next is Jo. He's asking, please, my Ledger device is not responding to multi-call to prompting me to sign approved transactions. My Ledger responding when I want to use it. Please, how can I solve it? My Ledger Live version is 2.60 and I cannot download the latest live website. And I'm getting error message. Please, what should I do?
I think he was on the live yesterday as well. So, so the Ledger Live version is fixable by just using a link. But what I suspected yesterday is that he might have been using like an old computer because I provided a link. So Jo, yesterday I provided a link to you. It's a link to a page where you can download Ledger Live. Did you attempt to download Ledger Live from that website?
Yeah, because if you're using any computer that is older than Windows 10, then you will not be able to use Ledger Live app on that PC. In that case, you'll need to use it with your phone.
Yeah, or you'll be stuck on an old version like you are right now.
Yeah.
That might explain why you don't see an update. It's because like 260 is like the maximum your computer can handle. And so the first question was, yes, the same error message.
Can you like type in there like what do you see in the error message so we can check it accordingly?
Is it a 4.3 error message? Because there is another situation where you might be in a country where the government is restricting access to the Ledger servers, right? And because Ledger Live is hosted on the server, so the version you download, when you download Ledger Live, you download it from Ledger servers. If that access is restricted by your local government, and you get a 4 or 3 issue, then there is nothing we can do about it. Unfortunately, it's your government that's blocking access to Ledger Live.
But you can still use Ledger Live mobile and then still manage your tokens if that is something you want to do with your Ledger device. Next is John Nicholson is asking, I have cons that I sent to my Ledger that Ledger does not support. It shows in Etherscan that it is in my wallet, however, they do not show it in Ledger Live. How do I locate or view my tokens? So you can just go to Xerion tab in Ledger Live and you can open your Ethereum address over there, and then from there you can view and manage your tokens. Maybe Dan can show it on Discord.
Oh yeah, sure. Sorry, you were. No, I was reading the chat.
Yeah, so he wants to see his token not supported in ERC token is not supported, so you can use Xerion tab in Ledger Live.
Yeah, so to access Xerion, you go to Discover section here, and you can use the search bar. You type Xerion. Here it is.
Yeah, John, so you will see your tokens appearing here basically.
make sure you select the token tab here,
Yep.
and then keep that on all networks selected here. So you can see all the different networks where your tokens can be.
Yep.
And here you go. This is everything. Oh, they added Avalanche. Interesting. So Zerion is very fast at adding new coins. So that's why they support a lot of chains, as you can see here. And they're usually quicker than Ledger Live at supporting new assets. So there might be assets that are in your accounts, but Ledger Live cannot detect them. But Zerion will be able to detect them. And when you use Zerion, you can manage your accounts with Zerion as well. You can send and receive. But of course, because those accounts are protected by your Ledger device, you will always have to sign the transaction with the device.
Next is Deb the Roy saying support for DED tokens in Polkadot.
Oh,
The new deck.
Polkadot, yeah. It's not supported in Ledger Live, right? It's on
Third party.
the asset. Yeah, you'll need to connect your Ledger device to the Polkadot asset hub, I think, which you can get through Polkadot.js. So try that. I've never tried it myself. I don't know if it works, but unlock your device and then go into my Ledger here. And then there is an app you can install on your device called Statement. Just give it a bit of time. Look for something called Statement. Whoops. Statement here. So careful, there is one called State Mine, but you want Statement.
Oh, they both look same.
They look, yeah, that's crazy.
Maybe we can report it.
Yeah, totally. So yeah, the one you want is Statement, okay? And so you'll get an installation on your device. Okay, once you're done, just exit the My Ledger section here. And then you can go to, I'm just testing this live. I don't know if that's gonna work. You can go to Polkadot.js. It's a third-party wallet that's specialized for Polkadot chains. Because your dead tokens are on a chain called the Polkadot Asset Hub. And then, yeah, so you can click here and Polkadot Asset Hub here. So you can see, like, here's the Asset Hub. You connect to it. You can just select whatever you want here. Click Switch. Okay. Now you're connected. And then here you should be able to connect your Ledger device. So it's a lot of steps. Chrome. Okay, so you can see like my Ledger device is already linked from Ledger. Boom. Let's see if it works. Okay, it's working. Yeah, and so you should be able to find your dead somewhere here. There might be some extra steps here where you have to add dead as a custom network, as a custom token, but this is how you access the Asset Hub.
Yep. Next is Michael Rogers is asking, I have two Ledger devices. They do not light up when connected to the computer. What to do? So Michael, can you please let us know if they are Ledger Nano X's or Nano S Plus or Nano S, so then we can guide you accordingly. And if they're not starting up, then yeah. And also let us know when did you buy it, so then we can check it out for you. Jo is saying yes, it's the same error message. And Croft is saying, can he use VPN? I'm like not sure if he can use the VPN. Jay Will is saying, is Ledger Nano S still safe to use?
Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah, it's just an old device, so you get less features and you get a very small storage capacity, and you get a very tiny screen and buttons that are a little flimsy. But in terms of security, it's just the same as any device.
Exactly. But if you're use for NFT and all these things, then I think better option is to get a Nano S Plus, so you don't have to use OpenSea and you can directly send your NFTs with your Ledger device. Next is Jo is asking, does Ledger device work with mobile phone? If yes, how will I connect my Ledger to my phone?
Yeah, it works on the phone. Yeah, 100%. You need the Ledger Live app downloaded on your phone, and then you can connect your Ledger device to your phone. So there's two ways to do it. If you have a Nano S Plus,
He has a Nano X.
Oh, it's an NOx, so you can use Bluetooth. And that's all. Yeah, you just connect it, and then you can add your accounts, and the experience is actually pretty easy on an NOx. With Ledger.
Yep. You can, and then I think we have a help center article that shows how to set up
Bluetooth. Yeah, set up Bluetooth connection here. So you can use the JO.
It's actually
Sorry. Okay. Yeah. Start with that.
And yeah, so you just have to download it from the App Store or the Play Store, and then you'll be able to see Ledger Live logo. Or you can also go to your phone, open ledgerlive.com, and you can go to the downloads page from here, and you can select like the iOS or Android version that you want for your phone, depending on the phone that you're using. Next is G Graham is asking, can I withdraw tokens from exchange to my Ledger Live by scanning the barcode from exchange? And if you could direct me to the link on how to do that. Thank you.
Can you withdraw tokens from exchange to my Ledger by scanning the barcode from exchange? So Graham, like which exchange and what kind of token? We can help, but just give us a little more, because we've got tutorials on all the major exchanges. Just give us a little more information on what you're trying to withdraw and which exchange you're using.
Yes. Next is HBina is asking, Ledger has been working to add Kadena on Ledger Live support for a while. Is there any time we could get it finished, or is it close?
What do you think?
So for Kadena, like for any new integration, guys, we all are working, but we never are able to give any ETAs because last minute bugs can push the integration a bit more than we expected. So for now, we don't have an ETA exactly, but it should be coming soon if you ever read it somewhere. But I didn't see Kadena for Ledger Live support, but if you have read it somewhere, then it could be coming soon to you, but then we don't have any concrete timeline for when it's going to be integrated.
Okay. Then Croft1 is saying, it meant the VPN for the guy that's government is blocking Ledger servers. So obviously we cannot recommend anyone to, break the law. But there is, before you use a VPN or anything else, you first try to use the link that we shared, because sometimes it's just like, there's a bad link or like an old version of Ledger Live, and that's the reason why things are breaking. And then what you can try is, as Prince was saying, is like try to download it on the phone. So yeah, there is many different ways you can get Ledger Live.
Okay, and Debderoy is saying thank you. Will is saying thank you. Welcome, Will. Next is, and I think it's a Spanish name, so I'm not going to say it. It's asking, is it possible to use Ledger Nano S for just giving security to a wallet like Metamask and have more coins in Metamask than the Nano S supports? So you cannot secure your existing Metamask account with your Ledger device, because Metamask is linked to its own 12-word seed phrase, and your Ledger device is linked to its own 24-word seed phrase. So you will not be able to secure your existing tokens with Metamask basically. But you can create a new Ledger Ethereum address, transfer your tokens to your Ledger Ethereum account, and then you can connect it to your Metamask using the Connect Hardware Wallet button. And then you'll be able to manage all those unsupported tokens via Metamask. And if you don't want to use Metamask, you can also use Zerion, which is a dApp inside Ledger Live, and you can just manage your tokens from there without using any third party. And you'll be also clear signing your transactions, so that is also safe, more safer option than using Metamask. So yeah.
Okay, great.
Next is Rakesh is asking, when will Injective be fixed in Ledger Live?
Is there an issue with Injective? I wasn't aware of this one. So I've got an Injective account here. So Rakesh, maybe you can explain like what kind of issue you're facing. We can try to reproduce it. I'm gonna try real quick to do an unstake. I'm gonna try to claim my rewards. I've got a bit of Injective. Okay, so I'm gonna go compound here. Connect. It might have been like a temporary issue. So is the issue facing here the expert mode activated? Because that's something you can fix in the Injective app. You have to do it before you actually start the staking or unstaking flow.
But if you're staking, then you need to
You can't see this transaction. Ah,
Okay, so there was an issue where you might notice some transactions from to and from your Injective are not appearing correctly in transaction history. And so in that case, this is a temporary issue, but don't worry. And I think it should be fixed in the upcoming versions of Ledger Live. In the meantime, you can just copy and paste your Injective address on the blockchain explorer, and then you can check your transaction history from there. And if everything is correct, then it's just a visual bug, and our teams are working on fixing it, Rakesh.
you can use
Injective Hub.
Injective Hub. That's the one you use. Ah, okay, great.
Yeah, you can connect your Ledger device to Injective Hub, and then you can also see your transaction history from there.
I was thinking as the block explorer for Cosmos chains.
It's
Minscan.
Minscan.
No?
Yes.
Minscan.
Yeah, Minscan.
Yeah, you can check. This is a great blockchain explorer for all the Cosmos chains, including Injective. It's somewhere in here. Here, Injective. Injective here. It's here. So I'll just drop that link for you, Rakesh. Up.
And he has another question saying, is the Cosmos staking undergoing a glitch? It dropped APY from last few days. It went from 16 to 0.5.
Could have been a glitch, honestly.
Could have been a visual glitch again, Rakesh. So just clear the cache in Ledger Live, and then you might be able to see. And make sure to update the app also to the latest version, so that you do not encounter any old bug that might be occurring.
Rakesh, you can always clear, if you get like a APY discrepancy, I guess you saw that in the earn section.
Could be.
Yeah, because it's glitchy sometimes, but don't worry too much about it. It's about data, as Prince was saying.
Yeah, it's still in beta mode, so yeah, you might see incorrect data, but then it's just a visual bug and nothing else.
Okay.
And that was the last question.
Last question.
Nice.
So maybe we can reset the room, and if there is no question, will just wrap up early.
So yeah, guys, this is me, Dan, and Prinj and Dan, and from Ledger CS, and we are here to answer any questions that you might have regarding Ledger devices or your accounts in Ledger Live, or any transaction issues that you might be facing. So you can drop your questions in the thread, and then we'll be answering them live. And if you don't have any questions, then we might be able to wrap it up early, I guess.
There was a question for a brief moment from Estacion. I don't know if you retracted this message or not. I remember the question, but maybe you didn't want to ask this question, so I'm not gonna read it again. But just tell me if you want me to answer the question or not. If not, guys, we'll just
wrap it up.
We'll just wrap it up. I think that was a good say. Could I reply? Okay, so. No, you don't have to report. I mean, depending on where you live, and I'm not familiar with all the different jurisdictions, right? So I can speak for France and Europe because those are the jurisdictions I'm familiar with. In France, when you move crypto, you don't have to report the activity, right? That's the law in France. They will let you move crypto. However, if you sell crypto into fiat money, right, euros, for example, then the tax office will need to know if you made money or not, and if you did make money, then they will want, you'll have to pay tax on this, on the capital gain. Okay, so it's something you want to check with probably like a legal expert in your jurisdiction. If there are some, restrictions on the flow of funds, it might be different for countries to countries, but as far as Ledger Live is concerned, Ledger Live and your Ledger device do not have the ability to stop you from transacting. So it's your responsibility to check if you're able to transact crypto or not under your local law. But Ledger Live and again your Ledger device will not stop you from doing it.
Yes, that's a nice, concise answer.
Cool. I think that was the last one. So guys, thanks so much. Just last call. If there is any questions, we still have a bit of time. If not, you're welcome, mate. If not, we'll just leave it here. I want to ask if we swap. Is it tax on us? So now we're the tax channel. Again, it depends. It depends on where you live.
Yes. Yes, I'm from India. Yes.
So it depends on where you live, right? And it depends what you swap into. So I'll give you another example. I know that in the US, if you swap from one crypto to another, you might have to pay tax, okay? But again, it depends country by country, right? So don't take tax advice from us. We're not lawyers, we're not tax professionals. All we can say is like, hey, just go ask a lawyer, go ask a legal professional before you do anything that could be considered a taxable event. It might be a taxable event, it might not be, we don't know. But before you do it, just make sure you are on the right side of the law so you don't get any issue later, okay?
Yep. Yeah, guys, do not share your 24-word seed phrase, as we keep on telling you, because no one needs to know them to help you out. And if there's any questions or issue that you might face, then please reach out through our legitimate channels and do not fall for any scams or phishing attempt.
Cool. Thanks a lot, guys, and we'll be back
next week.
Next week on Tuesday, 4:30 p.m. CET, Paris time. And in the meantime, don't fall for scams
And stay safe.
Stay safe. Bye. Oh, there's one last question.
Yes, you can.
Can I ask a last one referred to the one up? Okay. Well, you can ask your question right now if you want. We still have time, Estacion. If not, we'll just disappear. So we'll give you like 1 more minute.
A minute to reply. Yes.
To reply. It was about the one up.
About the taxi.
Oh, okay. So you can ask the question because I already answered the. Oh, okay. So we've got more questions coming now. Okay, so guys, we're still here.
Mm-hmm.
You told me that I have to have a 12-word key. It's 24 words. 24
words for Ledger. Like Ledger always generates 24 word seed phrase, if that's the question. And John is asking, does Ledger support Pulse X? I guess it's not supported yet.
So Prince is going to check that. So Estacion, like to connect with Metamask, you do not need your recovery phrase. Okay. What Prince was saying is that Metamask has 2 modes, right? Metamask will give you the option to just use Metamask. In this case, Metamask will create a wallet for you that's backed up by 12 words, okay? And this is just a Metamask wallet. It's not secure by your Ledger device. But then Metamask has this option for you to add your Ledger account. But those Ledger accounts are not secured by your 12 word. Okay, they're secured by your 24 words that are your private keys that are stored in your Ledger device. Okay, so it's important to make a distinction between the two. I can show you.
Okay, understood, I guess.
Okay, I understood. Yeah. So yeah, that's pretty much it. So if you have an existing MetaMask account secured by 12 words, this one you cannot protect it with your Ledger, right? Because they're different. Is it possible to connect both? No. So if you have 2 accounts, one is the Ledger, one is the vanilla MetaMask account. The only way you can, you'll have to move the funds from the MetaMask account to the Ledger account. In MetaMask, typically, your Ledger account, if you connected your Ledger to MetaMask, your Ledger account will have a little Ledger logo. So I can protect if I make a new one. Yes, you would. Let me show you what that looks like in MetaMask, okay? Since we have time. So here, look, I've got MetaMask. I've got MetaMask pulled up here. So give it a second. Okay. So this is my MetaMask account. Okay. This is just a normal MetaMask account. It's not secured by my Ledger. Yeah, that's all. And if I want, I can add my Ledger account. So I would click here. I would click add account or Ledger. Boom. Add hardware wallet.
Open the Ethereum app on your Ledger device.
Yep, just like that. Ledger, continue. Now it's looking for Ledger accounts, right? And those accounts are secured by my Ledger device. Now, I've got this one that's already added, so I'm gonna add a second one just to show you. Unlock. Boom. Now here's my another Ledger account. right? And you can see they're different from a vanilla MetaMask account. This is like the vanilla MetaMask account, okay? It doesn't have a ledger tag, and those two are secured by my ledger device. So if your situation is you've got funds in a normal MetaMask account, right, just like this one, and you want to move the funds to a ledger protected account, you cannot connect your ledger to this account. You will need to move your funds from this account to this account via a transaction. So you would go to this account, you would do send, here you would send to, for example, your ledger account, boom, you would create a transaction, next, send, and that's it. And then the funds will be moved to the ledger account. I can buy anything in MetaMask using ledger secure layer. Yes, as long as you are doing the transaction from a ledger account, right? It's important that you go through the steps to add your ledger account. The account that's protected by a ledger is the account that has the little ledger tag. Okay.
Perfect. That's all.
Cool.
Great. Yeah, and you can like send your unsupported tokens in your account as well, and then you can like MetaMask will show it to you, so you don't have to worry that if that's the question at the end.
Yeah, there's a little import token.
Import tokens as well. Cool. Then if there are no more questions, guys, we're gonna see you next week, same time, 4:30 p.m. Oh yeah, we do have
private support for you, Station. That's the best. Yeah, no worries, man. Prince just shared the link. This is the link. Connect your ledger to MetaMask.
Yeah, and make sure to use Firefox and not Chrome so that you won't face any connection issues.
John is asking about PulseX. He didn't hear your answer.
So yeah, John, PulseX is not supported by Ledger Live directly. You will need to connect your Ledger device like this to MetaMask, and then you will be adding a custom network, which is Pulse Chain, and then you will be able to send your PulseX tokens to this address. Yeah, and I've also linked the Help Center article for adding Pulse Chain to MetaMask.
And I'll answer John's question as well. How has Ledger addressed the Apple Silicon chip DMP issue? So actually, that's not an issue that affect Ledger at all, because the issue was, in fact, that it was affecting people that had software wallet installed on the Apple device, right? But with the Ledger device, guess what? Your private keys are not stored on your computer. So that issue is the chip that was apparently leaking. There was an exploit that was possible. Not an easy thing to exploit, mind you, right? It was pretty sophisticated, but that would be an issue if you have a software wallet with the private keys living on your computer. But with the Ledger device, the private keys don't live on your computer, they live on the device. And so it creates that separation between your Ledger device and your computer. So even if your Apple was affected, then your private keys would still be safe, right? So what happened with the chip was actually almost like some advertisement for using a Ledger device, rather than an issue with a Ledger device, if that makes sense.
So yeah, no issues for Ledger devices. It's only affecting software wallets, and yeah, John, you don't need to worry.
So get a Ledger device, guys. That's the reason why Ledger device exists, is because even if you use them on a compromised computer, as long as you don't type your recovery phrase anywhere, the private keys are always secure, right? Always secure.
Okay, then. If there are no more questions, yeah, welcome. And if there are no more questions, then I guess we can wrap it up for today.
Great. Thanks, guys. See you next week.
Bye.
Bye.